This should be a part two. This should be a part two right here. Yeah, I'm talking about my ex bitch, right? I'm talking about my ex for that screen tripping. Cause they know I'm about to go there. I apologize for that. Yeah, this a part two. I'm talking about my ex bitch right now. Every time, I will fuck on this bitch, right? I say within about like 2.5 months. I'ma really be real, dog. Sometimes it be a month and a half. Sometimes, but as I started doing semen retention, I would tell the bitch, I'd be like, bitch, you gonna cut up around like a month and a half. So the whole, she wanna cut up, but she holding it. So I say around about 2 months. You understand? The bitch just can't hold it no more. She disgusted. Me and this hoe go to arguing. Right? We go to arguing. Next thing you know, I'm back in the streets again. Come back in the streets, get back on SR, get back in my vibe. You understand me? Build a body back up, build a mind back up, build a soul back up. Next thing you know, by me not in my mind expecting tangibles, right? And when that urge come, I know it's easy for me to go knock this bitch out right here, man. I've been on SR for about 3 months now. Urge strong as a motherfucker, man. I need to go. Let me go, man. Let me hit her. She already wanna fuck anyway. Right? Get back in that cycle again. Next thing you know, me and this hoe arguing again. After I'm depleted, we arguing again. If you don't semen retention, or if you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Hoe treat you like a king. When you a month and a half in, 2 months, 3 months in, let that shit go though. Let that shit go though. Whole world fuck over you. Do your bad. Man, I went through that cycle, dog, for about, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro, for about 7 years. Even when I had my apartment. But this the thing, though. Even though you done gain shit on semen retention, you will lose it all. If you not obeying the game. Right? You will lose it all. Man, I'm talking about, because you have no life. Earth trying to get rid of you. So, at this point, man, I eventually it hit. It hit. Because on semen retention, you go to studying, right? And you go to looking at your life, and you like, whoa, hold up. You know what? When I ain't fucking with no bitches or nothing, I get buku attention from bitches. Even this bitch right here. And they go to comment. But I'm missing something. And I'm glad the Lord ran it to me. And it's a video I want to play for you guys. This is coming from a documentary called Pimp. And it's from 1973. It's from 1973, right? And in the video, the white man, right? Because white people been studying us. They hate pimps, especially black pimps. They hate them because as Israelites, once we tap into this, because the book is really for us, the essence, the earth, we're really the rulers. So once we tap back in, we can't be stopped. But I want you to pay attention to what these white people said about us when we holding on to our nut. Pay attention. Pay attention. Right?
Count. Black pimps are a social phenomenon that has intrigued at least one team of anthropologists.
Come on.
Richard and Christina Milner studied them at close hand.
Some white people.
They wrote a book, Black Players, The Secret World of the Black Pimp.
Which is a great book.
Nice.
They studied us to the T.
Lady, yeah, bring your man in. He'll like it, too. Let me show you what it is, folks.
Let's get it.
About time.
For her research, Mrs. Milner got a job as a topless dancer in a San Francisco club.
This bitch went on
where
the cover.
she was billed as Tiger Red.
Almost every
night, I would get the same line from some new dude who'd walk in and see me up there and say, oh, this is a white lady that I want to cop. And he'd come up to me and he'd say, hey, mama, what you doing dancing up there for chump change? What's a fine fox like you doing standing up there when you could be hooked up with me?
Now, 9 out of 10, when she's saying that, that's a nigga that's portraying to be a pimp. He ain't really living by pimp principles, though. He ain't really living by, because a real pimp, he ain't gotta do that. He attracted. He attracting. He attracting. I ain't saying he ain't, you know, looking at her, saying hey to her, but his energy attracting. That hoe wouldn't have been able to turn that nigga down. She wouldn't have been able to. So the man that she talking about going, that's a nigga portraying to be a pimp. He fucking out here. You understand me? He wasting his life for us. Let's keep going.
Making plenty bucks. And, you know, I heard this version and that version of the same line over and over again. And after a while, I learned how to handle it. And I just usually say, I got me a man.
The good pimp is
say,
not a violent
hold on,
man.
stop. She say, after a while, I learned how to handle it, and I just said, I got me a man. Which means she came across some men that energy of that man that he been holding his nut, it was so strong, she couldn't resist. Man, boy, Lord have mercy, I can't resist you. I can't resist you. Let's keep going. Watch the white man.
He doesn't get his way by pushing his woman around. He gets his way by understanding the social forces
I want to rewind
around
him a little bit. I want to rewind him a little bit so you can really catch what he's saying.
You know, I heard this version and that version of the same line over and over again. And after a while, I learned how to handle it. And I just usually say, I got me a man.
The good pimp is not a violent man. He doesn't get his way by pushing his woman around. He gets his way by understanding the social forces around him, by understanding the nature of woman, and by being able to control his own behavior, such as his own sexual behavior, for example, doling out sexual favors in return for the woman's money or good behavior.
Not tangibles.
So the pimp, as in oppressed peoples throughout the world, is a trickster hero who gains his ends by wit and guile.
And what does he get? The symbols of power. Color TV, magnificent clothing, car, many women. These are symbols of power and manhood to the young black boy growing up in the ghetto.
And his style, his flash, his color, his manipulation of the symbols of power is part of the gaining of manhood by American black men.
The pimp, in many ways, has become the third.
That right there is from 1973. We in 2025. The game don't change, only the players in it. That's from 1973. These white people been studying us. They been studying the black man, right? That has the fortitude, the sexual discipline. And he pulling it off. You know how bad it was? You niggas think it's bad right now. Nigga, it was bad in 1973. That's why the music was so good. You understand me? It was bad. So for this nigga, for her to say, and what he receives, you know, she was talking about the blessings that God give to him when he holding on and he's exercising sexual discipline. He get color TV, right? Color TV, that shit wasn't like how it is today. If a nigga had a color TV in 1973, nigga, you got status. You understand me? He get the best clothes, the flyest whips, tangibles. What did the white man say? He give out his sexual pleasure for tangibles. But us today, right, men that don't have this game in their life, right, that ain't studying the Bible, and the Bible telling us the same thing, right? Niggas that ain't studying, listening to pussy-ass preachers and pussy-ass men that ain't studying, we just fucking for free. We sluts. Fucking for free. Ain't getting no tangibles. Hoe kick you out the house, you stuck. Only thing you been getting is a nut. That's it. That's it. No tangibles. No tangibles. So, your value as a man, right? Because value is determined by your mind state, your mind frame. What makes you a man is your sperm, right? And Only one way you gonna get that sperm out is through sexual intimacy. Even if it's by yourself or with a woman, right? If you a punk or a homo, you know, or a trainee, you know, you still is sexual, but you not. I don't fuck with, you know, excuse my language, but that I only deal with heterosexual men. I'm on my communications for heterosexual men. But even you, motherfucker, you not obsolete from the game. That's why a lot of homosexuals and trainees, they go through bullshit. Because they ain't obsolete from the game either. They produce sperm too. But my channel is really aiming at the heterosexual man, right? I don't know about that life. I know about the life of a heterosexual man. But fellas, tangibles. You must receive tangibles before you give that hoe any dick. Tangibles. That should be the word for today. Tangibles. You feel me? And I hope you fellas have learned something today. You know. And let me say this. I talked about Mo3. I got to talk about one of my other favorite artists, Tupac Shakur, before I get off. Because y'all hear me talk about Tupac all the time, right? Same thing. Tupac dead. Reason why Tupac is dead, because Tupac was fucking. Earth got rid of him. Bye. Go look at that picture of Tupac in the car with Suge. Tupac looked scared, depressed, angry, anxiety, all in one. He knew it was coming. Same as Mo3, they knew. It's same with us. When we offer semen retention, nigga, any man that do semen retention, you know, when you release that nut, nigga, for about 3 days, sometimes a week, you scared as a motherfucker. Why? Low vibration. Yeah. Knowing anything can pop off at any time. I really hope you fellas learned something today. I hope that the spirit of the Most High God was able to use me to bless you guys' game and bless y'all life. And until I see y'all in the portal again, in the words of BBD, don't get tricked by a pretty butt and a smile. You feel me? Or a big butt and a smile. There we go. Don't get tricked by a big butt and a smile, because that hoe is poison, man. You understand me? Because you'll get tricked and not get no tangibles, and then you'll be in a fucked up situation. All right? Tangibles. That's what you want. Okay? And until I see you guys again in the portal, I pray y'all stay blessed. I pray that the Most High cover y'all, also cover me. And until next time, I'm out.